Like this is every weekday night. It's not even dark as shit, yo.
I didn't get none. What you supposed to say?
Hmm?
Oh, you gonna play that role? Say what you supposed to say. Go, baby, go.
Hello world, my name is Damon Wallace, and this is Ebony Dixon. And she got her shirt that she led by Live Your Truth.
Ooh.
And I got an old Detroit Athletic Club shirt I work at every blue moon. So, introduce yourself, wavy lady.
Say no, I'm playing. Okay. First of all, no, because we said it was live our truth and be silly how we always are. So that's just how I am all the time. So I don't know why they trying to put up this light skinned professional.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
we
Stereotype.
making a video because you said introduce myself. I can introduce myself and be silly afterwards.
All right. So basically, my name Ebony. They call me EBZ. You feel me? Look me up on Twitter and MySpace. Okay, no, for real. No, I'm Ebony.
Please. Goddamn EBZ.
All right, first of all, they do know
called
me.
you EBZ.
No, my friends, my real niggas.
Freaks.
Wait till after this video post.
Your street name was EBZ.
Exactly. I candy. They already know what's up. They already know. Trying to play me out. No. Okay, for real, my name. So my name is Ebony Dixon, and this is.
Say it slower, cause that one got you slurred. You said it sound like it said Ebby Dixon. She gonna say my name Ebby Dixon. Ebby Dixon. What the?
Ebony Dixon.
Thank you. Clearer.
Is there anything else? Okay, babe, go. Okay, so first off,
this is our first video. So we had a whole week, but I've been working on hours coaching football. So we was trying to figure out what can we do the YouTube channel. But I know a lot of people got their own thing going, and we was trying to be like original. So this is a first for me, cause I'm silly, but it's kind of I don't like being in front of the camera like that. So she's wanted to try it.
So as we were saying, so baby really doesn't. Let me push this back some because
Right.
it's a little niggerette, whatever.
So bad.
And that's what comes with dating a light skinned guy. That's
You
crazy.
damn, I just like my tattoos. You a
Okay,
hater.
baby.
You a hater.
Little boy. Why you acting like that? Little boy.
Got her.
So basically, what's going on here? I feel like it's kind of retarded. Okay, reverse. Oh, how did it was in there? Okay, so basically, we have been talking about making a channel for months, actually. So to start off with the channel, we just decided, like, all right, babe, how we gonna do this? What we gonna start off? And we do like the first video, we just gonna start off like, who are we? How do we meet? Blah, blah, blah. First off, me and Damien definitely got two different stories about how him and I connected. So understand that mine is the truth. His is probably half the truth.
Why as you tell?
You want to go first?
No, ladies first.
Cool, let me tell who I am. So I used to be a player, and now I'm not. Streets almost had me locked up, but I got out with my Glock.
No, you being mad extra.
Like, no.
Shit ain't blue.
Alright, so I grew up on the east side of Detroit. What up, Dow? East 7 Mile. Ooh, I'm lying. But I was from that area. East side of Drive in between, what did I say? That's crazy. 8 Mile and 7 Mile. Oh, okay. Out of Drive in 7 Mile. I grew up over there. I went to Farwell Middle School, Van Zyl Elementary School. Woo woo, but I didn't go. So basically, he was feeling your girl, and he slid in my DM, and that's kind of how we are here today. I came up with the Live Your Truth because I was in a relationship with a girl. And I felt that, like within that relationship, her and I, we were not living our truth, like on so many levels. So I decided, like, well, after her and I had broke up, I decided that ever since then, 365, 7 days a week, I was going to live my truth no matter what it is. The ugly, the bad, the good, the sad. And I vowed to myself that no matter who it is or what, I was going to live my truth. So that's just been sticking with me since then. Damon. So he slid into my DM. First of all, I thought he was married. Second off, I did tell you that. I thought he was married. And is light skinned. Woo! Let's get that out there. Bam. I don't like light skinned guys. Never have. It's kind of had a bad experience with them, so I just don't. So he slid into my DM, and really ever since then, we're here today. That's my story. He was like really stalking me. Like all of my pictures on Facebook. You know how that go. I'm like, damn, who is this guy?
That's a lie.
It's not a... Okay, it's a lie.
That is a lie. I only like the ones when you went to Beyonce concert. Anyways, my name is Damon Wallace. I'm from both sides. Mainly grew up on the east side, but always went back and forth because my father, you know, most of my big family on the west side. You know, pretty good in school, a little bad in the early days. Got my act together in middle school. Played sports, played basketball, ran cross country, and ran track as well. Basketball, like more, was my passion, but I did a little of this, a little of that. I mean, so how I met Ebony. One day I was on Facebook, and I was just scrolling, and I liked one of her pictures. I think I like 2 pictures. She went to the Beyonce concert at the Little Caesar Arena, and then after that, it was like some months after that, I had some situations I was dating. Really, it didn't pan out, so I was single. And then one day I just seen she put some post up, and I was just like, I hit her in the inbox like, "Hey, how you doing? How your day going so far? Was all up on you? Can I get some space?" I asked her how her day was going, and then she like, actually my day not going really good. And I'm like, damn, I'm sorry to hear that. So I hope your day get better. She's like, thank you for that. It means a lot. Then like the next day, later on that day, I was like, hey, just checking to see if your day was going better. I was just checking to see if your day was. She's like, thank you again for checking to make sure my day was better. And I was like, if you don't mind, I'll check up on you more frequently if you don't mind. And she's like, oh, that'd be dope, and you can do that. So I didn't ask for her number then. Then like I think another day, one by, we got the message, and I was like, hey man, if you don't got nobody, she's like, no, like, you dating? She's like, yeah, like I'm dating too. And then I just asked for a number. Ever since then, I had just got an iPhone like maybe like a month before I got a number.
Thank God for the blue bubble.
And then we was just FaceTiming and talking and texting every day. And that's how it been going since I think last year, August.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's how the connection is with her.
Is he crazy? Okay, so tell him how you know that you was gonna ask me to be a girl. When was the first time when we talked about this today?
I don't know. She had a fat booty.
That's crazy.
Like no, we was going on dates, man. Like me, I'm a silly guy. I'm goofy. I like to have fun, not do nothing crazy. But a lot of girls who I met was pretty cool. They was good individuals, but I just want to mash in love with them. Like, so we could talk. We could have a conversation. I like talking, so she can talk. She can talk just as much as me sometimes. So, what did I ask? We was just hanging. Like we was going on dates. Everything was going good. And I could be myself around her. Like, I'm silly, but sometimes I could be over silly. And some people, like, man, that can come off as annoying. But it didn't come out annoying her. So I was like, man, she cool. And I got wrongly fired at my job that I'm currently at now. But I'm back there. So,
okay,
you know what I'm saying?
That game, baby.
I was irritated, so she like, what's wrong with you? I was like, man, I got fired over some bull crap or whatever. She like, it don't matter if you got fired or not. She sent me a nice little long message like, well, I like you. That ain't gonna stop me from talking to you. And I know if you don't get your job back, you get something big and better. Just stay prayerful. And like she like wrote me every day. I mean, we'd talk every day. She'd send me a prayer, and I thought that was dope. And that's what I'll make her. That's when I was like, if I can make her my girl, I'm gonna make her my girl. Then it was like around Thanksgiving time of last year, and cause she like if she out, cause we both asked her like how long would you want to date before you want to be in a relationship. I think we like maybe like a year.
I was shocked.
So she was like, no, she like, Damon, when would you ask me? And I was like, I'll probably ask you like after New Year.
Yes.
So we were just chilling with
I was
them.
banking on that.
We was over here just chilling. We was having a good time, and it was the day after Thanksgiving. And I like, man, you having fun? You like being around? She's like, yeah. I was like, you might as well just be my girl. She's like, boy, you playing? I like, no. I like, would you be my girlfriend? She busted out laughing. Like, you for real? I said, yeah. And she's like, yeah. So we've been going with each other ever since last year at Thanksgiving. So that's how we've been a couple.
It was coming up on a year, but it was so cute. I actually.
Oh, she did not mention to y'all. She didn't like light skinned guys.
My people know.
They don't know.
You right. I did not like light skinned guys. I told him like if I had to see him out in public and he would have approached me, I'd have been. That's a no for me, dog.
And yes, I do have a job. It's a nice paying job. I got one kid. I'm not out here slanging.
Right, niggas like, so did you get the job back?
Shooting up clubs and nothing like that. I coach Little League football for Pal. For those y'all know who play sports, whatever. So that's what I do, man. I try to stay active as much as possible. And that's pretty much about me. Why she steadily drinking wine though?
But you just took a sip, bro.
I would look to see if someone was in there.
I think okay. So the first time he met my mom. That's a pretty funny story.
First of all, you gotta tell them before you introduce that. You gotta tell them what you told me though before you say that.
I'm about to.
Okay.
Dang. So no. Okay. So my mother is albino. Shout out to my mama. The baddest albino that you ever seen. Okay. So I was like, I want you to meet my mom. I was like, my mother's albino. This fool talking about, tell him. He didn't believe me. I'm like, but who lies about that though? Who lies about that? So, I had a tutoring center and it was like the grand opening was like going to be within that week. And I had, honestly, this is basically a story how you met my parents. My father was already coming because my father was a handyman. So that's his thing, putting all type of projects together, like that's his thing. So I didn't realize that I invited my dad there. So I'm like, but let me just call my mom too. So I told him like, well, my mama coming da. I told him that she's albino. I think that junk just went over his head out the window. So when he seen my mama, what'd you say? I forgot what albino meant. I was like, dang, your mama white? And she was like, no, she's still black. She just don't got I forgot no skin pigmentation, whatever, how she explained it. So I was like, whatever. I like how she act. Like she act white, she act black. She's like, no, mom act black, she act good. I was like, whatever. My mom was like,
She didn't know I was a handyman, so we had went to
center.
No.
IKEA.
We went to IKEA, we brought stuff for the center. We brought accessories for the center, and I was like, So I started putting stuff together. She's like, don't put everything together because my daddy want to feel like, he got to do something. So I'm putting the chairs together, of course. I let her daddy put the table together. So I'm in there putting it in. She's like, hey, her mama come in. Ghetto. Like, hey, girl. It's nice. And I seen them on TV. I don't want to say seen them. I've seen people who I albino, but I never seen them in person. So I like, damn. And mama like, damn, she ghetto for real. And baby, why ain't keep the wine back in the refrigerator to keep it cold? That's why I kept.
That's crazy.
You lazy. Anyway, but that's how I met her mom for the first time. Her dad came in, I shook his hand. We had a small conversation, whatever, about putting stuff together, and that's how I met her parents.
I think that was a really.
But I met her brother first, though. She skipped a whole bunch.
Because
when we first started dating, like, she had two people she was just talking to. I had people I was just, dating. You know what I'm saying? So we was open about that. We was getting to know each other. Like, she asked me, like, what you trying to do? I said, to be honest with you, I want to build a friendship. And I was like, I said, don't get me wrong, I would like to talk to you, but I said, if we can talk, that's cool, but I want a friendship first. I said, I don't want to go into a situation we ain't friends and it don't plan out. So we ain't really talk. We ain't talk about we did it for like 3 months. We ain't entertained sex really. And that was like my first time to me for being older, because I was like, man, I ain't gonna say how I used to be, but like when you bring in physical stuff and you really don't know nobody, it seems like it's like all that stuff come on afterwards, and next thing you know, you go on somebody that's crazy and you don't deal with their ass no more. So anyway,
90-day rule, ladies. Yes, I did.
One no damn 90-day rule.
What was it?
One no night. What no 90 days?
It was 3 months.
Anyways, she invited me for her birthday. It was like on a matter of fact, no. I'm gonna tell you because she always skipped this part when she tell people. She wasn't having a good week. The week of her birthday, she wasn't having a good week. So I'm slick. So I was like, hey, what's your favorite fruit? She gave me her favorite fruit. I wrote it down. I like, do you like flowers? She's like, yeah. So I just wanted to be different. I asked her for her. I gave some excuse like, damn, where you work? Like, what's the address? She gave me her address. So I ended up arranging two weeks before her birthday, edible arrangements for her to get delivered at her job. Like, so when do you normally go on break or whatever? So like, if somebody was to call you, can you come down to the office? Like, yeah. So I ended up having edible arrangements delivered the day of her birthday. So her birthday came. That birthday week, she wasn't having a good week. So like, I got something. She's like, man, I don't know what I'm doing for my birthday. My plans got canceled. I just got to wing it. This sucks. I really want to blah, blah, blah. I want to go out of town. She's all mad. Like, I think I can put a smile on your face. She's like, I'd highly. She kept telling me she doubted. So
because he was asking.
I was at work and it send you the emails before she get it. It'd be like, we just delivered it. So
but that was a whole situation though.
She text me the emoji eyes crying. Talking about that, you were so nice and blah, blah, blah.
Bro, I'm a thug.
So I run brownie points that day. Yeah. So she told me, like, I'm having my party at Mr. B's. Come show me some love. You can't say I come. That was on a Friday. I come show her some love. Basically, I popped up. I like, hey, I'm outside. So I came. She ran up to me, gave me her like, hey, you really came? I said, why wouldn't I? You invited me. So I came. And we had a good time. That's the first time I met her brother and one of her closest cousins. And we had a dope time, and we had a good time that night. So then the next day, we was talking. She let me know she made it home, vice versa. And then she like, what you doing? Nothing. I like, what you got planned? She's like, nothing. I'm just chilling. I put time to go somewhere later. I said, you want to get brunch? So we ended up having a morning date, which was that Saturday.
So the whole birthday weekend.
She did her thing. And then I chilled. Then Sunday, I was out church with my son. Just left from church with my son. She's like, what you doing? I was like, I just left church immediate too. I said, I got to drop my son off. And then we having a lunch date at Chili's. And then that's how that went. We've been rocking ever since.
My whole birthday weekend, Damon showed up and showed out. He like literally.
And I met a lot of people. Too.
Live your truth. What you got to say?
No, that's it.
Oh. Okay, because I have male friends. Everybody got male friends. Well, not everybody, but I do. Anywho, Damon really showed up and showed out. Damon courted me. Like, it was to the T. Like, sent me flowers to my job. Sent me, like he said, edible arrangements. He actually dated me. He made sure that we went out on dates throughout the daytime, not the nighttime. I paid attention, like, if he was going to open up all of the doors, if he was going to close all the doors. I paid attention to everything. He was a little low.
Finish talk. You just can't get up and leave. That
well,
ghetto. Dang, it's more 16 minutes? Shit, long.
So, really, so that was it. Like, Damon really just swept me right off my feet. And then, like he said, that's how he knew he was going to make me his girl. I knew that Damon was going to be my man because, as people know, I'm very spiritual. I will hit you with a scripture in a minute or the ones that I know and at times, because he watching the game.
No, I watching highlights of the Saints and Rams game.
So I knew that I loved and liked Damon because tutoring and working with kids.
I beat that thing up.
Bro.
She's like, you light skin, you whack in the sack. And then I took her and beat it from the back.
Bro, you is fine. First of all, don't let this boy fool you. Don't let this boy fool you.
You said live your truth, right?
Bro, that is not before you smashed.
No, yeah, you right. But yeah, it was way after.
Before he smashed, don't get it twisted. I was running everything, and he had to court me.
You was running what?
What?
You weren't running nothing?
This little buoy.
Man, I wasn't pressed for it. I was a gentleman.
He was. He never brought it up. He never did.
I was chilling.
Can I finish my side of the story?
Go ahead.
I knew that Damon was going to be my man, my boyfriend, because he didn't have to. He wasn't obligated to nothing, but he poured into my purpose. He poured into my purpose without even this is before he even met my parents, before he even met my family. He poured into my purpose. He took me to IKEA and was like, basically, get what you want for your tutoring center. He didn't know me. He didn't know nothing about me.
I ain't even gave her a kiss. The most I was getting was hugs. I ain't grabbed no booty. For real, no, I didn't grab no booty.
But he didn't.
I
told him, I knew then. And he stayed there with me. He set up for my tutor. This is my business. This is my purpose. This is what I have been designed on this earth to do. You know what I mean? Like, this was my calling. And a lot of people really don't understand this difference between a purpose and a passion and a hobby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be on the same. But he knew that. He didn't know how deep I was into it, but he knew it well enough to where, oh, this girl about to open up a center. And he did that. Like, we hadn't, like you said, he hadn't kissed or nothing. He was like, man, here IKEA, went with me, stayed with me the whole time. Packed up the car, unpacked the car, fixed up the entire building and everything. And it was, yeah.
I mean, most people like, whatever, he did to get some booty at the end of the day. Not really, man. When you older, depending on where your age is, when your mind thinking, when y'all dating, you just trying to find somebody that's compatible to you. Like, dating, like I told her today, dating is 50-50. Dating can be fun, then it can be irritating because you get, the fun part is you don't got no obligation to nobody. Then the second thing is you get to entertain all these multiple personalities. You trying to figure out which one is for you. But at the same time, them days you just really want to be with somebody, just be chilling out or just have a good, just have some good vibes around. It's hard to find. But she always talked about that. Even like when we was just cool, and before I even took her on our first date, she always talked about that. So I wanted to sit on in the center. And then, she was always talking about, like, if I get something decent, should I get it? And she came across something that was reasonable. And I said, man, you ain't gonna know till you try it. But at least try it, and if it failed, you know what you can do the second time to clean up your first mistake. And she got it, so, so I had some money, so why not help? I ain't doing it for nothing. I mean, then it was for a good cause. It was for helping kids who really need it. It ain't like, oh, I'm doing this to get some. Let's be real. Not to get some ass. It's just, man, sometimes it's cool to help people, man. That's just like when you out and about and you got a pocket full of money. Even I know in our day, you got people who scammers and you don't know if they homeless or not. But if they really run down, man, why not give them a few dollars to buy something to eat? To compare you walking there, you got a pocket full of fucking money. I feel like that's selfish. I don't want to block my blessings. That's how I look at it. I ain't want to block my blessings.
I knew that.
Why watch somebody struggle?
We fast together. We prayed together. I think Damon was the first. Not the first. Yes, he was. The first guy to grab my hand one night. I was having a bad night or something, and we was in my apartment. And he grabbed my hand, and we got on the end of my bed, and we prayed together. And I already knew. I'm like, oh, yeah, God is stirred up some type of spiritual mixture within his bowl, because, yeah.
Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not like, oh, golly, 24/7, like, far as, like, I go to church every day, but I do believe in God, and I believe you should treat people accordingly and act a certain way. I mean, I got flaws, too. I mean, I'm not saying I'm perfect or nothing like that. I got my days I could be in my ways. I could be in my ways, too, but, I mean, I try to fix that. I mean, I ain't nobody perfect. I live by trying to stay consistent.
I think we mesh well together because when I first told Damon about the Live Your Truth moments, he knew. I gave him the explanation, I gave him the reasoning, and ever since then we not so much.
I was shocked.
yeah. I told him about that, and he was like, "You had a girl?" I'm like,
I thought she was gonna say sight. For the longest, I thought she was gonna say sight. Like, you for real?
No,
I kept asking that whole night, like, you for real? She's like, yeah. Then she started showing me like pictures. I was like, oh. Okay.
It was real. But I told him the reason why I live my truth. I told him it wasn't so much of that relationship, but it has a lot to do with it.
She got shot in the foot. It's like, no, that's why she told me to her truth.
I told him, I was like, I'm vowing that promise to myself, so I feel like if you want to be involved with me, you should do that too. So from that day forward, we have Live Your Truth moments. No matter what it is, it's like, all right, let's live your truth. Or we have what we call a real nigga moment. So where it's like, hey, I kind of smashed her.
Me? I ain't never say I kind of smashed.
Not kind of smashed. I'm just giving an example.
Nah, yep. In her eyes, she think I was out here. I wasn't out here. I was actually single.
Bro, you was a hoe.
No, I wasn't. I was just mean. The right word is mingling.
You were.
Where you're singing, I was
living your best life.
I was just mingling.
Fine. That's fine.
That's all I was doing. I didn't hit all. I just told her the ones I did. I mean, I took some L's, but some I didn't want to hit. It was just they were just some cool individuals. Some girls were actually just cool, man.
That's cool,
And,
man. I mean, I didn't hit people. I just, for the most part,
just got head.
That's pretty much what we wanted to introduce. Like I said, we got different highlights. Our families mesh pretty well together, I think so. He's very family oriented, and growing up,
certain members I like, certain I don't like everybody. But you gotta love them. You can love a family member but don't like them.
I sure can.
For real.
But I feel like I went from not even being able to hang with my family as much to hang with them 24/7. So that blessing right there is so much. So I feel like my family and I came together, unfortunately, under such a terrible circumstance to my grandfather passing. But ever since then, couldn't pull us apart. And then, like, connecting that with his family is like, it's a big thing. I still haven't met all his family, still haven't met all of my family. But thus far, I feel that I love it. I love going around his family because it's always genuine love. There's never like, whatever. Because you know how families can be over.
I gotta pay him though. So no.
Bro, don't let me call up my gang. Cause
I'll be paying him like, be nice to her, please.
That's crazy. So that's what that one time when I came over.
Yeah.
Man.
And I brought that bottle of Patron. I'm playing.
I think that my friends, he actually met majority of them. So
my face look red like somebody been smacking me all day.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, look at that bomb, bro.
You about to do that right now? Oh, you should.
Bro, it's fitting telling your story.
I mean, that's pretty much it. Unless you got something. I mean, we just figured we're going to keep on.
We going to try to hit y'all with something different. Like, we going to do a little of that. We probably not going to be doing pranks because I'm silly as hell, but she don't.
I'm silly, but my attitude is done. It's done. I'm not doing that.
Boo. But no, so we going to see how this thing grows, see if we can get the audience or not. See if we...
Tell us what our YouTube channel name should be.
Yup, and
what topic should we talk about?
Give us some suggestions to see if y'all might see what we want to do or something. And that's it. Bang.
Lil' boy.
Gotta cut it off.
Boy. Hey, boy.
Lil' boy.
Hey,